Good morning everybody and welcome back to another Getting Crafty with Citadel Arts. So all week we have been bringing the outdoors in and we've been creating our very own indoor gardens, and today we are going to finish those off with one last activity. So far we have made a base for our gardens, we have made a bunch of flowers or daffodils that can go in there, we've made a butterfly, we've made a charming little garden gnome, we made a little rock pool for him to sit by, and today, for our last indoor garden session, we are going to be creating another little bug friend. We're going to be making a caterpillar. So this is super easy to make, and I'm just going to show you how to do that today. And then once we've done that, we can pop him into our gardens, and our indoor gardens will be completed. So let's get started. What we're going to need for today's session is some green paper, a small piece of yellow card, scissors, a glue stick, an empty kitchen roll tube, or if you don't have an empty kitchen roll tube, you could use 2 empty toilet roll tubes. We'll need a red felt tip pen, and I have got 2 little googly eyes that I'm going to use. But if you don't have googly eyes at home, then don't worry, you can just draw your eyes on or colour them into it on a white piece of paper, cut them out and then stick those on. So if you've not got googly eyes, don't worry, that's not a problem at all. So the first thing that we are going to do is take our kitchen roll tube. If you have a ruler, brilliant, because we're just going to mark off approximately, do a little mark every 3 centimetres on our tube. Now we need to, using those lines as a guide, we just need to cut these sections out. Okay, so now that we have all of our individual little pieces of tube, we just need to cut some strips out of our green paper. Now we want to make sure that they're about double the width of our tubes. So it doesn't have to be exact, but you're going to need enough to cover all 8 pieces. Okay, so now that we have our strips, we're just going to take them one by one, put plenty of glue on there, and then take one of your pieces of tube and just roll that up. Roll it up, making sure it's nice and firmly pressed so that the paper sticks to the tube, and then just fold that excess paper in at the sides. And then we're just going to do that. Repeat the process for every piece that we've got. So now that we have covered up all of our pieces of tube, it's now time to assemble them and put them into the shape of our caterpillar. Now I am only going to use 6 of my pieces of tube just because I don't have that much space left in my garden, so I would like it to fit in. So to construct the shape of our caterpillar, it's really simple. Just need to dab some glue on the side of one of the tubes. Then take another tube and just hold them together nice and firmly until they are stuck together. And then you will take another piece and then you will just add that on. Now, don't feel like you have to just put them in a straight line, because as we know, caterpillars like to wriggle. As they wriggle through your garden, they don't stay in an exact flat straight line. So do just try and make it a little bit wriggly. See? Just like that. Okay. So I have 2 more pieces. I've actually used 7 and not 6, but that's fine. I'm sure I can make it fit in. And so this one is going to be the head. So I'm just going to take that. I'm just going to pop that on this side, just at the top. Hold it nice and firmly. There we go. Oh. And there we go. So that is the basic shape of my caterpillar. Now that we have the shape of our caterpillar, the next thing that we need to do is just take our googly eyes, and we're just going to dab some glue onto there and hold it firmly onto the head of my caterpillar. And don't forget, if you don't have googly eyes at home, don't worry. Just either draw them on or use some white paper and just draw them on with a piece of felt tip and then stick them on. Okay. And if you just take your felt tip and just draw a little smiley mouth, because I think our caterpillar is going to be very happy in our garden. There's one more thing that we need to do, and we need to give him some antennae. So just take your yellow card and just cut 2 thin strips. And then we're going to take these and we're just going to fold this over a number of times. So you have something that looks a bit like that. Okay, and do that for both. And then what we need to do is just stick our antennae onto our caterpillar. So take your glue, just dab it on the very bottom, and there you go. That's 1 and 2. And there we have it. We have our very own caterpillar who can go and take a seat in the garden. So now he just needs to take his place in our garden, and that is that done. And now you've made 1 caterpillar, you could maybe make some more if you've got some different coloured paper. Or if you've only got 1 toilet roll tube, you could make a little baby caterpillar. You can make absolutely loads and have your own little gang of caterpillar friends. So all week we have been bringing the outdoors in to create our very own indoor gardens, and there we go. Our gardens are complete. So thank you very much for joining me for another craft session. If you want to see the instructional videos for all of the activities, you'll find them along with step-by-step guides on our blog at www.citadel.org.uk, and you can take those, you can use them whenever you want. You can do them all in one go, or you can do one a day, or maybe spread them out, do one a week. They're there for you to dip in and out of as and when you need to use them. Now, just because we finished our gardens, that doesn't mean that that is the end of our online activity. There is plenty more to come. Keep an eye out for updates. We will be getting as much as we can possibly out there online for you to get access to over the coming weeks. So thank you very much once again for coming and getting crafty with Citadel Arts.